Hi everyone, welcome back to another Beyblade Burst Turbo Slingshock unboxing. And before I move on to unboxing this guy, I'd like to give a birthday shout out. So happy birthday DJ, whose birthday is on the 11th, and hopefully I'm getting the time difference right here. It's the 10th over here in Australia, but look, by the time I upload this, it should be the 11th. So his actual channel name is David Station. So if you see him comment on this clip, leave him some really nice birthday messages, and I hope you have an awesome birthday, DJ, and get lots of presents. And thank you for subscribing and commenting as you do. So yeah, back to our unboxing. And for our bay today, we've got Air Knight K4 to open up, and take a quick moment to admire him in the packaging there and just how awesome he looks already, and the graphic up in the top right. And let's go over to the back for our parts listing. So Air Knight K4, and he's a stamina type bay. His energy layer is a right spinner. Then his forge disc, so two-part forge disc DR67, is the 12 forge disc and expand frame. And then our performance tip, so TS15-S, or the Slingshock version of Eternal, or Eternal S as it's called. And then we've got our stat for our bay in its entirety. So we've got 2 to attack, 1 to burst, 5 defense, 3 weight, 5 agility, and we are off the end of the scale for stamina. And then we've got our performance tip stat now, so 2 to power and 4 for speed. And that's it for the packaging. Let's get this guy opened up. That's everything out of the packaging, and let's start off with our Air Knight energy layer. So here we have our Air Knight energy layer, and it's got a fairly round design to it. It's a little bit off shape in some spots, which is going to provide a small amount of defense. And when an opposing bay comes in contact with those points, it will knock it back just a slight amount. And then we've got these angled slots surrounding it, which catch the air, which is meant to be Air Knight's gimmick in the anime. So that provides lift, decreasing its weight and actually floating it through the air in that anime. Whether that works in real life is another story. And then our coloring, so it's a nice metallic blue color, and pretty much the exact same as the Takira Tomy coloring. It may be a little less metallic, so more towards the pearl with the Hasbro one. And then we've got the exclusion of metal, which Hasbro tend to do quite a bit. We do see some metal inclusion through this Turbo series, but unfortunately Air Knight does not get that. So where you see this silver here on the inner surround of the face of it, that would be metal usually. And then let's go over to the other side, and I'll give you a moment to grab his QR code and bring it a little bit closer for you. There we go, and that's pretty much it for our energy layer. And let's have a look at our frame. And as I mentioned when reading out the back of the packaging, our frame is the expand frame, and we've got this nice see-through yellow, and it's very suited to Air Knight with its design. It's also got these angled slots surrounding it, which help to catch the air, as it were. And it's also quite wide, so it's got a pretty high risk of contact with an opponent's energy layer, but when it's on Air Knight, it probably hasn't got too much of a chance of that, because his energy layer is really quite wide itself. Then it can also be used as a pretty decent alternative to the proof frame. So if you've got it on a left spinner, and I'm pretty much talking about Fafnir here, it will aid in spin steel because of its shape being almost exactly the same as the proof frame. And that's it for our energy, for our frame, other than it does provide a bit of extra weight, therefore stamina to the bay. And let's have a look at that forge disc. The forge disc that we get with Air Knight is the 12 forge disc, and it's an attack type of forge disc. It's fairly light, therefore fairly thin, and is being deemed one of the more dangerous forge discs to have on your bay without a frame, because we've got all these sharp points surrounding it, and has been known to cause quite a bit of damage sometimes to an opponent because of that reason. So yeah, that's it for our forge disc. Let's check out that performance tip. Our performance tip is Eternal S, or the Slingshock version of Eternal, which is this nice sort of lime green color that I don't mind at all. And it's actually got some silver flakes all through it, so it's pretty much being glittered, which I also don't mind. And design-wise, it's a stamina type, so for that we get a sharp plastic point surrounded by a revolving frame, and because it is a Slingshock performance tip, it does have a mode change, and to activate that, we've got these cutouts either side here, and you line that up with these 2 points and use a pretty decent amount of force to lift it up, and you'll hear it click. And there we go, it's Slingshock mode, so providing extra surface, an extra flat surface area to grip the stadium and travel those rails, and then line it back up and push it down to deactivate that mode. And that's it for our performance tip. So let's piece this bay together and have a feel of our slopes. And let's get our disc on there, and a performance tip, and here we go, moment of truth, and that's some nice resistance there, a really decent amount of grip as we're moving along those slopes as well. And it's actually going to take me quite a bit of force to move it back towards bursting. So that's a really decent set of slopes on there. I put that well above average for those. The only thing left to do now is get out our stadium and do a test launch. I'm back with the stadium all set up. I'm going to launch once for each mode, and 3, 2, 1, let's rip. So running nice and smooth in our stadium, and I feel the air kicking off of it while it is running. So yeah, looking nice and stable. So that's it for our stamina mode. So it's going to run for a decent amount of time. Let's move into that Slingshock mode. And here we go with our Slingshock mode. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. So getting some good movement there. Actually scraping a little bit before it went up on those rails, and we've slowed down quite a bit, and wow, we've got a standing finish there. And that'll be it for this unboxing. I hope you liked it, and a quick once again, another quick shout out to DJ for his birthday, so happy birthday DJ, and until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.